Okay. Surprise, everybody. I'll wait for a few more people to get in here before I explain what's going on. Okay. Got it on my computer too so I can see the chat because I'm using my phone so I didn't have to reschedule everything. Let's see. So, yeah, I had planned on doing a cellar hole dig. I had everything packed, ready to go. And I went to get Jackson out of the office to drive me over there because my car is still in the shop, you guys. They still have, let's see, 11 days ago, no, 12 or 13 days ago. No, today's Tuesday. 12 days ago, when I spoke to the guy in charge of service, or whatever guy was there in charge of service that day, he told me there were still 11 cars ahead of mine. That was, 11 days ago. And as best as he could calculate, he estimated that they would be looking at my car yesterday morning and that I would get a call from them. I said, it just needs a diagnostic to find out why the check engine light's coming on. You know, it still ran. My son said it sounded like a vacuum problem, but he wasn't sure. So I shut it down. I wasn't going to drive it there. I had it towed just to be safe. You know, I don't want to wreck the engine. Well, then I called and the service manager was not available. So I left a message in the morning, didn't hear anything. 3 o'clock I called. Or no, 3 o'clock. I waited till 3 o'clock and I called. I had to leave a message for a service manager. They weren't, the receptionist said she wasn't in that day. And I'm thinking, okay. You want to leave a message. I thought, well, somebody's got to be there. There's got to be somebody in the service department, you know. Hi, Sherry Ward. Thanks for coming. Hi, Randy. Hi, D-Spud. Hi, Jim Cloak. Hi, Cynthia. So good to see you, girl. And so I drove over there. I took Jackson's car and I drove over there to find out what's going on with my car. It's been there 23 or 24 days now. My son is having the same problem with his Ford dealer. I mean, this is not anything to do with any particular dealership or anything. When I called around to check to see if I needed to tow it to somebody else, they all had 6-month waiting list. 6 months to get your car looked at. This just doesn't make sense to me. Why, all of a sudden, do we not have enough technicians? You know? A major part of our workforce after COVID retired, number one. We probably lost some people during COVID, number two. Or possibly the car companies decided to downsize the footprint of their budget for repairs. I don't know. Who knows what's causing it, but it's happening at all the dealerships. Everybody is waiting. Everybody has to wait. I don't care what make of car you got. It doesn't matter. So, you know, it doesn't matter to me if it's part of the recall. There's a recall on my engine, but they already replaced my engine at 60,000 miles. It should be good. I just want to know why the check engine light came on. That's all. I used to work for a mechanic shop. I was their porter, their gopher, the cleaning lady, whatever they needed me to do, I did. Um, but I think it's strange that colleges that had teachers that were hand chosen by the different car companies to teach the new, battery powered cars, mechanic stuff, teach those classes. They pulled their teachers out. They're not providing teachers anymore for this new technology. Not at all the colleges. Some of the smaller county colleges, they've pulled out, So I feel like they created their own shortage of technicians. Okay, now mine is not a battery-powered car, but still. Regardless, I went in to Jackson's office to tell him it was time to drive me over to the cellar hole. Had everything ready to go and all that, and he walks out of his office and immediately clutches his gut, goes down on the floor with both his hands in pain. Scared me half to death. Hi, Jeremy. And I'm going, what's wrong? What's wrong? And he was in so much pain he couldn't even talk to me. Scared the dickens out of me. Now, when we got back from vacation, he admitted to me that he had this lump below his belly button. Okay. Well, it's lower than that. And he refused to show it to me. I said, well, what's it look like? And he described it. And I said, oh my God, Jackson, how long have you had this? Oh, probably 6 months now. I said, you just went for your physical. Why in the world? Banshee mining, Julie, you don't have to do that, honey. Thank you. I said, why in the world? And then it dawned on me. His doctor appointment was 2 days before we were supposed to leave for DC. He knew exactly what was wrong. He didn't want the doctor to say, oh, you can't go to DC now, Oh, my goodness. So he gets over to the couch and lays down and I'm going, what's going on? He goes, it'll pass. It'll pass. It did this yesterday. I said, oh, my God. How long have you been in pain? Oh, this is the second day. I was like, jeez. I said, that's it. That's it. I'm putting stuff up in the kitchen so the dog can't pull it off the counter, and because I got a naughty doggy here, anything edible, anything he shouldn't eat. I'm like hiding stuff in the microwave, hiding stuff in the stove, getting everything ready, getting my coat on. I take his coat to him. I said, put your coat on. We're going to emergency. No, I'm not going to emergency. I said, baloney. I have never seen you in pain like this before in my life. Back pain wasn't this bad. And argued with him for good 15 minutes, and he absolutely refused to get in the car and let me take him to emergency. I'm a woman. I don't know anything. I was so upset. I grabbed his keys. I said, fine, I am going to Dr. Pinelli's office, and he can call you, and if he says you need to go to emergency, you're freaking going. Got in the car, drove to Dr. Pinelli's, caught him just as they were closing, told him what was going on. I said, he won't listen to me. Can you please talk to him and find out if you think he needs to go. And I described it. He goes, that's not sounding good because he has a blockage of the lower aorta. This is in that area. And he also has a hernia, which this morning they called and finally scheduled the surgery after, shoot, we came back from DC in September, folks. So over a month ago. And I'm telling him what's going on, and he can see my blood pressure's up. My face is all flushed, and I'm shaking like a leaf because he scared the crap out of me. So I said, give me 5 minutes so that I can get his phone next to him, because knowing him, it's in the office, and he's laying on the couch in the living room. He'll never hear it because he has hearing trouble, too. He has hearing loss, which he won't admit to either. I said, there's a lot he's not admitting to you. So flew back to the house, got in the house, got his phone, set it next to him on the coffee table. I said, Dr. Pinelli will be calling in 5 minutes. So he called. He started asking Jackson questions. He's going, if the pain continues or gets worse, I don't want you being a martyr and going through the night. If the pain gets worse, or if it just doesn't stop, or if you suddenly get the chills or a fever, named off all these things. If any of these things happen, I want you to go to emergency pronto. So we are on watch right now. So that's why I am not digging in the cellar hole tonight. You guys, I'm sorry if I'm looking at my computer, because I can't see the chat this far away. So I'm looking at the chat down here. So I'm sorry for the change of plans. I was really looking forward to it. I love digging in the cellar hole. You know that. So let me scroll back and see who all's in here. Yellow shirt dad in my house. Thank you for coming. How many are in here? For goodness sakes. I can't tell. 18? 18. Bonnie. Bonnie, don't do that, you guys. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, if I need a new car, I need a new car. My car's 11 years old, almost 11 years old, you guys. So anyhow, let me see who else in here. Hi, Randy. Metal detecting with Randy's in my house, who I have metal detected with. Let's see, Paul and Belinda of American Woodland Relics. Hello. Thank you for coming. Talca Detector, all the way from Chile in my house. Welcome back. She Digs at UK, Rosa. Thank you so much. She is from the UK, and I would have liked to have gotten to meet her, and she's dug some amazing things. So check all these channels out, folks. Let's see who else. Whispers from the Dirt, my friend Bonnie. Down in, I always forget the state, Bonnie. It's below Alabama. Mississippi? I can't remember. Banshee Mining, Julie in my house, who has been doing amazing work representing the prospecting community, you guys, and the metal detecting, and I think even some magnet fishers. Thank you so much, Julie, for everything you do. Chilling and grilling with Dan Burrows. Long time no see, dude. Welcome back. Let's see. Yellow shirt dad, who, thank you so much, tells some cool jokes. Let's see. Seeing it? Jim Cloak, who I call Jimmy because it always used to be Jimmy. Still scrolling. I thought D-Spud, Jeremy, Finding Alabama, and he's been putting out some videos lately. His warm weather season is finally over. Yay! So he's out detecting. So check out his new videos, you guys. Thank you for coming, Jeremy. Let's see. Sherry Ward, coin collector. She did a really cool metal pour. It was a skull or something. Check it out. She just had a video on that. Let's see. Still scrolling. I think I said Mark the Berg Hunter, who has been live streaming. He's been having some wild and crazy live streams. When I was in Texas with Kay, and I tuned into their live stream, and I look, and none of them had shirts on. It was like, holy smokes, what are they doing, you guys? Oh, and Cynthia Swearingen. I am so glad you are home from the hospital, girl. Thank you so much for being here. You should be resting, girl. She's been through heck and back, you guys. So keep her in your thoughts and prayers that she stays home and continues recovering. So let's see. Who else in my house? D-Spud, who I met on Relic Extractors bottle auctions, which I've bought some bottles, and I got some gifts from D-Spud. Does anybody know, D-Spud, do you know what these are? Does anybody know what these are? They are so cute. He sent 3 of those. Let's see, what else? Trying to remember. He bought, and I think he sent me this milk. He bid on these, and he told him to send it to me. And it's a New York milk. Blake's Dairy Company. Little baby milk. So, and I've gotten some amazing bottles on auctions. I don't need to knock my phone down. I got this Pepto Mangin. Look at that. Isn't that a beauty? Look at that color. I got that a couple months ago. I bid on this at Relic Extractors auction. And then the first thing I bid on was this, which I need to clean it up. It's still got dirt on it. I might send it in to have it tumbled to clean it up, but it is a hutch bottle. I've never ever dug a hutch. Always wanted to, but never ever found one. And this is for Patterson, New Jersey. So that's a cool hutch. So, but thank you, D-Spud, for the gifts. I can't show you what I found on what I bid on at Matt McBottle's auction last month, I think. I don't remember. It's gorgeous. It's cobalt blue, the most unusual shaped cobalt blue bottle I've ever seen. But I bid on it and got it. And I just got a milk from him. And then the stuff happened with my car, and I stopped going to their sites because I couldn't bid. Because I don't know what's going to happen with my car, you know. So, let's see who else is in here. If I've missed you, I am not with it tonight with all the stuff. If you just got in late, I had somewhat of an emergency with Jackson. He's upstairs resting, and hopefully we don't have to rush to the hospital later tonight. Look at all the emojis. Thank you for using the emojis, Mark the Berg Hunter. I think it said hi to David Alfonsetti Art. There's Yellow Shirt Dad's back in here. Oh, let me scroll down. Banshee Mining. Let's see. Oop, Mud Swat in my house. Thank you so much for coming, Mud Swat. Can't 22 in my house. Thank you so much. It's Susie Q96 in my house. So I have a list. I did quick make a list so I wouldn't forget. That I was going to take with me to the cellar hole, but seeing as we're not at the cellar hole, obviously. Matt had a 1924 Michigan license plate and mentioned me on his last live stream. Yeah, I wanted to go to Matt and Relic Extractor streams, but it's just too hard to watch these cool bottles go by and I can't bid on them. So I thought, no, I'm not tempting myself in that. So, and to be, yeah, see, right, Mud Swat. I just got to find me a new dump in that. I'm going to do some door knocking at a couple of farms and see if I can find another farm dump, because I can't get to the one that I have, the permission I have, unless I put waders on right now, because we had so much rain over the last week that I can't cross the creek, not safely. So, hi, Marty. Martin's Treasure Hunting used to be called Marty's Nuts About Digging. Welcome back, Marty. Hi, Ed. Flash in your pan. Ed has a cool guest tonight. I'm trying to remember his name. It's AU Colorado. Is it Prospecting AU Colorado is your guest tonight? I've got a terrible memory right now with everything going on tonight, Ed. Jason, AU Colorado. So, excellent guest tonight, you guys, at 8 o'clock. Ed, flash in your pan, because he's back live streaming again. He's off vacation. So, where was I? So, my world-class treasure hunter's prayer list. Cynthia Swearingen is now home from the hospital, but still keep her in your thoughts and prayers for complete recovery. Don Chip Chase was just getting over COVID and still went out detecting. And that, keep her in your thoughts and prayers. Susie Q96 has been dealing with medical issues and is selling stuff, her collections, selling it off to finish raising the rest of the money she needs to move to Michigan. What number are you on the list now? She's been on a waiting list to get into this assisted living. I don't know if it's assisted living or not, but it's a senior living complex for apartments and that. Hi, Squirrels Magnet Fishing. Goodness gracious, 21 in my house. Wow. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. I'm trying to watch if Susie, oh, she's down to number 11. She's 11 away from getting her apartment, you guys. Hi, David Vila. Hi, girly Deej. Hi. Kay of Kay's Digging It was under the weather. She's starting to feel better. And hopefully she will get this doctor appointment that she's been waiting for. And hopefully they will be able to resolve her issues, her health issues. So keep her in your thoughts and prayers. Maria's husband has been under the weather. I don't know exactly what's going on. I think she said her last video, Maria, her channel name is called Alice Wonderland. So keep her husband in your thoughts and prayers. And I think that's all I have right now, unless somebody has someone to add. Check. Oh, you're talking to David Vila. David Vila, Ed wants to know, did you check your box yet, David Vila? Let's see. Deej, one of our grandsons has COVID. Oh, no. Aw. Well, hopefully they get better soon. Hopefully they get better soon. We'll keep them in our thoughts and prayers. Let's see. Martin says, "Hey, Mark, let's go squirrel hunting." So that's what's going on. Jackson is scheduled for surgery for his hernia the 16th of November, which is a Wednesday. So if anybody's streaming Wednesday night or does their video, then I probably won't be available to watch. So I think it's going to be done outpatient, but I've been taking him to get blood tests and all these other tests they're doing on him. I think because of his problem with his blocked lower aorta, they're trying to make sure it's safe to put him under. I don't know. So keep Jackson in your thoughts and prayers too, please. And then with my car and that. So I've just been doing stuff around the house. I mean, I can use this car anytime I want, but I don't like driving it because I feel like I'm sitting on the ground and the posture of the seat is different than my car, and I don't want to mess up my back. So let's see. Make sure I'm not missing anything. So let's see. I wanted to shout out some Facebook groups. I have been slowly over the last 3 or 4 months trying to do more social media posts. And I've joined some Facebook groups, and I'm very thankful that they allow me to post announcements of my videos. So I'm going to shout some out every week. Some of these people have YouTube channels, and I'll mention that. There's State Line Diggers, who I met at the big Michigan hunt that Detect Michigan put on. Detect Michigan has a Facebook group as well. He has a YouTube channel too, but I don't think he puts that much on it. Michigan Relic Hunters, another Michigan group. These are Facebook groups. Somerset Searchers, who also has a YouTube channel. So they have both, Facebook group and a YouTube channel, and they are in the UK. And then I was invited by Heavy Metal Detector Viewers' Choice Awards. He asked me, I think it was a guy, if I would post on their Facebook group. They have 2 groups, one to show finds and one to show videos. Then Jason, the Dark Knight Detectorist, metal detecting Facebook group, as well as his channel. He's also in the UK, and he found some amazing stuff last week. You guys check it out. Somerset Searchers too. They just did a group hunt, and they found some cool stuff. Michigan's Lost and Found Metal Detecting. John, who made me my purple shovel, his group. Then Zero Discrimination, Gypsy, has a Facebook group, as well as, oh, hi, Jason. BC Treasure Trails. Gypsy has a Facebook group as well as a metal detecting channel. And I think her video is coming up of our Money Creek hunt. So, keep your eye out for that. Because she just texted me today. Let's see. And then she and Amanda Digger Degas on Monday nights, I don't know if you saw my community post, have a podcast called Treasure Vortex. And they had a great guest on last night. Was an absolute blast, the live stream. Gypsy talked about the hunt. I think she was in Arkansas or Oklahoma. I don't remember which state. That's why she couldn't be here last Friday in the chat, live in the chat, for our shark tooth hunting video that I put out last Friday. If you missed it, check it out. Because When I text her, she goes, I can't. She says, Garrett's got me burying tokens. I said, okay, no worries. So check out Gypsy Zero Discrimination. Check out Treasure Vortex. They have two, Facebook groups as well as YouTube channels, both of them. And then on Spreaker.com, Treasure Vortex Podcast. So if you're ever on the road, you got a long drive or whatever, you can go into Spreaker.com and you can play the podcast and listen to it while you're driving. I do that with podcasts. Then the next one I want to thank is First Texas, Fisher, Technetics, and Bounty Hunter Metal Detecting. It's one of the first groups I joined because I swing the T2 Plus and that. And I just want to shout them out. If you ever have a question about, your detector, whichever brand, whichever model it may be, somebody in that, one of those members will have an answer for you. And then last but not least, Stay Weirdos, friends of the Sandy and Todd cast. Sandy and Todd have a podcast, they have a Facebook group, and they have a YouTube channel. And they are paranormal investigators that I respect. And Sandy is a mentor of mine. And this Friday's video will be my first ever real paranormal investigation, and you guys won't believe what happened. It's just mind-boggling. I tried to do a paranormal investigation last year. I think it was last fall, probably about this time. It was cool. It was cool in the early morning. I'm guessing it was about this time. And we didn't know what we were doing. Another channel invited me, and they were the ones with, I thought, all the equipment. I mean, I brought a couple of my things, but at that time, I did not have a K2 meter. Well, come to find out, I had friends who are professional investigators tell me that the app that channel was using, that's just for entertainment. It's not real. So I felt like a real dingbat putting that video out. Hopefully it was entertaining. But this Friday's premiere, you guys, is authentically real. I mean, it's using a tried and true K2 meter. And we had amazing results. Amazing results. So, and, we're coming up on the, almost the Hallows Eve season. So I thought it appropriate. The only two real authentic investigations I've ever done will be this Friday's and next Friday's and that. But I think of it as a form of treasure hunting because it's still part of history. These people made history. They're part of our history. And this Friday's investigation takes place in the Gettysburg area. So we know how much history that is. Let's see. I'm scrolling through the chat down here because I can't see that far with my bifocals. So I'm using my phone to stream. Grandma Kelly in my house. Thank you so much. Let's see. Okay, Mudswat says, I always tell ghosts, sorry, I can't help you. Ghosts often need help, but there is nothing we can do other than reassure them. So I try and tell them to find the tunnel, so to speak. Let's see. I said hi to Squirrels Magnet Fishing. Looterade in my house. Welcome back, dude. I think I said hi to David Vila. Still scrolling, see if I've missed anybody. BC Treasure Trails. I said hi to Jason. God's hands be on your shoulders, peoples. Thank you so much, David Vila. Yep. Yep. And for those of you that didn't know, trying to remember how his channel was. We lost somebody in the treasure hunting community last month, or Susie, was it last month or the beginning of this month? I've lost track of time. Mikey 007. Mikey 007 passed away, you guys. He was in his 20s. Very suddenly. So keep his family in your thoughts and prayers too. It's been a trying month with a lot of people, a lot of stuff going on. Sherry said last month. He was part of the coin collecting community. But he would come in my house from time to time. Dawn, how are you doing? Dawn of Dawn and Shelly, can you dig it? In my house. How are you feeling, girl? She's been ill too. How are you doing, Dawn? Are you doing better? Archaeology Mikey 007. Yes. Yep. So, trying to think. Just working on creating content. Trying to think what else. Brainstorming for live streams this winter. I've been working on that. Making a list of people that I want to interview this winter. Don says, hanging in there, Deej, up and down, but blessed with every new day to be here. Thank goodness, Don. I hear you. Susie said he died in his sleep at college, heart failure. Also had a metal. Yeah, Mikey also had a metal detector. So anyhow, those were some of the Facebook groups I wanted to shout out. But the Sandy, Stay Weirdos, Friends of the Sandy and Todd cast. Sandy, I've had here. She's been to Gettysburg many times. She's a professional. I consider a professional, seasoned paranormal investigator as well as a medium. She's my mentor, and my first authentic paranormal investigation that you'll see this Friday was with her. I felt it was important to have my first one be with Sandy because I respect her and I know she does it right. This is nothing to just do on a whim, and don't do it alone. I don't think it's safe to do this kind of stuff alone because, I mean, usually you can do the research on an area and find out the history of it, and you know if you're going to find something negative or not, then stay away. But the first investigation that we did, she and I did, or that I did with Sandy. That's this Friday's video. It was at the haunted Sachs Bridge. Okay. Now, when I've had my paranormal group friends on my live streams and we've talked about the importance of respect, it is so important, you guys. Before Sandy and I started our K2 meter session, we got to the bridge and there was this big group of people sitting in lawn chairs smack dab in the middle of this bridge. Cat balls all over the floor and all these meters and stuff, making all kinds of racket and stuff. And I'm thinking, it's not even dark yet, you guys. What in the heck are they monopolizing the bridge for? And Sandy goes, oh, maybe we're going to need to come back. I said, we're not coming back. we'll go to the other side of the bridge and we'll investigate outside on the other side. And that's what we did. They weren't getting any responses whatsoever, but we did. And Jackson said I was so excited when I came back to the car, because Jackson and Dave, I think, stayed at the car and talked. And then we went to the other side. If we crossed through the bridge to the other side and did our investigation. But the tale is that there were 2 Confederate soldiers who decided they did not want to fight for the South anymore. And they exchanged clothes with 2 dead Union soldiers to sneak into the ranks of the Union Army, and they got caught, and the Union Army called them spies, and they hung them from that bridge, that covered bridge. So I haven't been able to document any facts about it yet, but there's a lot of information about it out there. I tried to find stuff. I need to go to a library that has a free subscription to newspapers.com, because I bet you we would find it there. But I couldn't find it at the Library of Congress. I checked newspapers I worked on it for days trying to find any newspapers that mention that bridge. So, but I'm excited for you guys to see this investigation. It's just so cool that my very first authentic, real investigation went so well. I just can't believe the responses we got. And then Jackson and I did it together the next day, I think. We had gone through Gettysburg, and we discovered after meeting with Dave and Sandy that we had missed some spots because they had a detour because of closing down that one part of the park. Because we had missed, the Devil's Den. We thought the Devil's Den was closed off too, but it's not. It's Little Round Top that's closed off at the top of the cliff, but it's not down at Devil's Den. And I have more videos from the Gettysburg and the Washington, D.C. trip to continue this winter. But after the paranormal videos this Friday and next Friday, then I will go and start with the trip to Texas. The rest of my videos from my trip to Texas and Louisiana. So, Adventure for Relics in my house. Very cool. Let's see. It is 6:14. We still got time. Let's see. Did I miss anybody else? Sherry, I messaged you on that through Messenger about Mikey. Yes. Yes. Thank you very much, Sherry. Yeah, somebody called me. Oh, Treasure Troll called me while I was in... Where was I? I might have been at my group hunts weekend. I can't remember. My club's fall hunt. Yeah, Mike, Treasure Troll, Chris Mike, whatever you want to call him, Mike called me. And that. He was the first one I got the message from, and then I got yours. So that's what's going on the next couple of weeks. Then I will revert back to my adventures with Kay of Kay's Diggin' It in Texas. And I'm going to be doing some videos on different types of coinage with some of the machines that I swing. And that. For those that are going to England or Germany or Italy or France, because I've been slowly over the last year, since I got back It hadn't even been a year. Since I got back from England, I've been slowly buying foreign coins to do videos on the VDI numbers, with the Technetics machines. So, because there are detectorists over in Europe that swing Technetics as well. So, let's see. Have I missed anybody else? If I've missed you in the chat, please don't be offended. I'm kind of out of practice, and it's been a kind of an emotional day today with Jackson. I don't know what you want to call it. The health episode with Jackson scared me half to death. He's asleep right now. I checked on him, and he said he's fine. He's just laying and resting. So, in that. So, let's see. So, has anybody dug anything cool lately that you want to share with the group? I mean, I don't have a way to share pictures, but we can talk about it in the chat. In that. BC Treasure Trails, Jason, did you just put out a video? Did I just get a notification on a video? For those of you, there's been a lot of glitches with YouTube in the last month. And now all of a sudden, is anybody else having trouble when you go to comment on a video that it freezes up and it won't let you comment? You have to wait for that little bar to start blinking before you can comment? Is anybody else having that problem? Oh, Jason says it's just a video of a big bear licking dumpster gravy. Oh, did you feed him sandwiches? Did you ask him if he wanted a sandwich? Jason? Oh, Adventure for Relics says, oh yes, found an 1899 fish scale nickel in the dump yesterday. Woo! Isn't that so cool to be bottle digging, dump digging, and dig a token or a coin or something? Isn't that wild? Without a metal detector. That's cool. I'm William, Tin Man Magnet fishing in my house. Very cool. Bear River Gold in California, David Vila. That's cool. Anybody else been out detecting, find anything cool? I know, Bonnie. Me too. Now, Bonnie has an electric trike. And if you watch her last video, she's got it all set up to carry her metal detector and gear and everything. It's really cool. That makes me nervous, you being on the busy roads, especially with logging trucks in the area, Bonnie. Be careful. And that. So let's see. We are going to do a giveaway. Let me find it. Okay. I try, for those of you that have sent me stickers, and I probably have mail I need to open, and I didn't think to look to see if I had mail I needed to open, so I apologize if you sent me something and I haven't opened it yet. So, we've got FLX Detectorist, Finding History Between the Lakes. It's a magnet, okay? This is my humongous sticker pack giveaway. Then we got Digologist. Look at that. We got Park Rat Metal Detecting. Park Rat Pat. We got JP Lawns and More from the prospecting community. Ooh, we got Banshee Mining, who's in the house. We got Marty is Nuts About Diggin, who is now Martin's Metal Detecting, I think. One of his stickers. Oh, and last night it dawned on me I haven't been getting notifications for Steve. Starry's Lost and Found. So I called him. I said, is everything okay? I thought I couldn't figure out why I wasn't getting notifications. I went to your channel. The bells clicked. And then I realized you haven't streamed for a month. And he goes, yeah, we're really busy at work. So everything's fine. He's just super busy at work. So we got Steve, Starry's Lost and Found. We got Dan Smoking Treasures. We got PD Sandigger. We got Can Do Veteran. And we got Who's in the House. We got Flash in Your Pan. Ed's in the house. And then we got my brand new sticker, Rock Hunting Treasure. Make sure that you can see that. That's my newest sticker. So there's like 12 or something. I don't know. And then, not just stickers, folks. I'm going to give away a 1944 silver Mercury dime. Look at that. Woohoo. And I will mail this anywhere in the world. Okay? So, all right. So I have written down on the back of this the number. Everybody is eligible in the chat. How many are in the house? Let's see. I got to look up here. We have 18 in the house, 27 thumbs ups. Thank you so much. Iron Antler Adventures in my house. So, everybody, I want you to choose a number from 1 to 20. Get ready, get set, go. And just keep choosing until I tell you to stop. One to 20. Stop. Stop. Cynthia, are you still in here, hon? Stop. We got a winner. We got a winner. Stop. Ed, can you do the stop sign for me? Or to Sherry, somebody? Excuse me. Okay. Is Cynthia gone? Oh, she might have needed to rest, you guys. Okay, Ed, can you do me a favor? My number was the number 9. Ed, who had the first number 9? Okay. Let's see. Wait for Ed to look. Ed, can you look back and see who had the first number 9? D Spud. According to Mud Swat. Let's see if Ed and Sherry says D Spud. Flash says Mud Swat. Okay, let me scroll back and see what it is. Let me start at the beginning. Okay. I've got D Spud at 623. Huh. I don't even see Mud Swat having a 9. What? Why isn't it showing me 623 for Mud Swat? 623, 623, 623. Mud Swat was number 1. At 623, it's Mud Swat has a number 1. Is what I show. So 623 D Spud. Yep, Spud. Yep, D Spud. That's what I've got. Mud Swat at 623 had the number 1. Is what I've got. So, okay. Ed says he went back and checked. Sherry's correct. Thank you so much, Ed and Sherry. D Spud, congratulations. Very cool. I can't remember if I have your address or not. I don't know for sure if I've got you. I think I might, but I don't always keep them. So D Spud, you might have to email me to send me the address again. And that. So next in line is Audra of Jersey History Hunter. Audra and Bobby. And they're at 7 o'clock. And then Ed, Flash in Your Pan, is on at 8 o'clock. And then I think at 8:30 is Papa Rouse, What's in the Dirt, has his live stream at 8:30. So there's those 3 tonight. I don't know if Sheena's Ketovore Life is going to have a sale tonight or not. She usually has one on Tuesday nights. So thank you, everybody, for coming. I'm sorry that we couldn't do the cellar hole dig, but there's always next week. I mean, the only thing stopping me is Jackson's condition, rain, or if the ground freezes to keep me from digging in that cellar hole. So Mark the Berg Hunter. D Spud. Ed has his glasses on upside down, so he misread it. So thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you sticking with me. Thank you so much, ladies, for the super chats. I'm very blessed to have friends like you guys. And it's going to be up to me to run to A&W to get dinner tonight because Jackson's not up to it. So I'm going to be late in Audra's stream and that. But get out and find your treasure. It's just out there waiting, you guys. You just got to look for it. And I'll see you later. See you Friday. I can't wait for Friday. Bye, all. I got to figure out how to turn this off up here without knocking it down.